And the world's biggest film festival rolls out the red carpet in the French Riviera. Also a sneak peek of this season's Big Brother house guest.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Court documents show a Carthage man was driving on a revoked license when he led police on a pursuit and crashed into and killed a Joplin man. This is KOAM News at Noon. I'm Tanya Bach. Topping our first 7 minutes, 36-year-old Kenton Cowgill faces a number of charges connected to last Saturday's fatal crash in Duquesne. Those charges include the DWI, death of another, resisting arrest, and drug crimes. When Joplin police investigated a report of a car blocking a driveway on Rex Avenue last Saturday, they say Kenton Cowgill was inside and unconscious. When they woke him, police say he appeared to be intoxicated and then drove off. Both Joplin and Duquesne police chased him until Cowgill crashed his car into 2 other vehicles at the intersection of 7th and Duquesne Road. One of the drivers, 66-year-old Robert McDermott of Joplin, later died at the hospital. Police say Cowgill tried to flee from the crash scene and then tried to hide 94 grams of methamphetamine under his car. Police say a man robbed a Joplin gas station with a machete on Monday. It happened at the Fast Trip on East 32nd Street. According to police, the suspect pointed the machete at the clerk and demanded cash. After taking an undisclosed amount of money, he ran from the store. The suspect was later arrested, but no official charges have been filed. Well, we're stuck in the middle of a hot week, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Michael Hayslip joins us with a first look at the forecast.
And just as expected, Tanya, in time for the noon, little rain coming out of the west. As we anticipated, that's where it's going to start. Let's go ahead and throw on the lightning tracker because we are picking up a little spotty section right here in between Fredonia and Howard. It's kind of the line that stretches southwest and northeast. This is the one that worked out of central Kansas from earlier this morning. And as far as the storm tracks go, just gives you an idea exactly where we're watching this thing track. It is pretty much moving east, so eventually going to cross over the state line there as it pushes toward Fort Scott and across Nevada first, and then the southerly band. It will also make its way down toward the central portion of the 4 states. Not looking at anything severe, just kind of the start of spotty showers that will last us through the afternoon and early evening hours. Skies beginning to darken over cloudy 7th and rain line right there. It's 85 degrees right now in Joplin. Topped out around 87 in Parsons and Oswego. And the reason I want to point that out, look at how Chanute has dropped down to 76 and Iola at 72 after the rain did roll through. So it does bring us just a little relief right there. But still, as Tanya said, we haven't reached our peak heating time till about 3-4 p.m. So we're going to jump right back up even after the rain moves through. Jet stream way up to the north, and of course it is all eyes on Tropical Storm Elsa. Now that she has had made landfall, the storm surge showing the swirling arrows right there, anywhere from 3 to 5 feet as it will continue through north central Florida and then stay tropical storm force and make its way up to the mid-Atlantic. As we return home, highs today, like I said, we'll top out about 3-4 o'clock. And as the rain continues to roll through, the nice thing is it gives us a little break from the heat, and also too, by the time we get to about sunset, we're done with it. Then we got to lock in for 3 more days of hot weather until another system, Tanya, brings us temperatures in the low 80s for Sunday and Monday.
All right, well, a lot going on in that forecast. Hopefully we can make it through the heat.
We'll come back, check out Elsa here in a bit.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Michael. Well, topping World Watch, breaking news from Haiti. The country's president is dead, assassinated in the middle of the night at his own home. President Jovenel Moïse was in his private residence when he was assassinated, and his wife shot and wounded around 1 a.m. this morning. Haiti's interim prime minister is calling it a hateful, inhumane, and barbaric act. A statement from Haiti's embassy in Washington says the attack was a well-coordinated attack by a highly trained and heavily armed group. The Caribbean correspondent for the Miami Herald says the assassins spoke Spanish and English with an American accent. The world's biggest film festival is rolling out the red carpet in France after its COVID cancellation last year. CBS's Tina Kraus has the story.
Glitz and glamour made a comeback in the French Riviera as the Cannes International Film Festival opened after a year-long pandemic intermission.
Remarkable, I guess, just to be back with people again. Everybody's a little still hesitant as to whether we should hug or not.
Celebrities avoided the usual French cheek-to-cheek greeting, but ditched social distancing. Stars and guests had to show a negative COVID test or proof they were vaccinated. A musical called Annette, starring American actor Adam Driver, kicked off the competition, giving stars a seat at the cinema for the first time in a long time.
It was wonderful to be in a movie theater. Really, really, really great.
58-year-old Jodie Foster won a Lifetime Achievement Award. Speaking in French, she called it a great honor. Foster was just 13 when she made her debut at Cannes alongside Robert De Niro in 1976 for her film Taxi Driver. 24 films are up for this year's top prize. Director Spike Lee will head up the jury that chooses the winners. He's the first black person to hold the role. Celebrities hope after COVID's devastating toll, the global festival will be just the ticket to revive the movie industry. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Festival is also trying to go green this year. The red carpet was half the size and made from recycled material. Each person at the festival had to donate $20 towards offsetting their carbon footprint. That's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on KOAM News at noon, the latest seasons of Big Brother and Love Island kick off tonight. Both of the reality show's hosts join us for a special preview. And later, we're making fruity watermelon pops in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. For fans of Big Brother and Love Island, summer has finally arrived. Tonight, both reality TV giants couple up for an unforgettable evening of premieres. Expect the unexpected in this preview with the show's iconic host.
Are you ready for the summer? The summer's not ready for me.
I'm so excited. We are back for another summer of Big Brother, and we're kicking it off with a live 90-minute move-in premiere. We have an all-new cast of 16 house guests who are all super fans, and let me tell you, this group, they are ready to play.
I plan on breaking promises, bouncing checks, and just being a ruthless, conniving player.
I'll even pack their stuff if I need to. Get the step in. Mommy and Daddy's waiting for you at home.
Our motto this season is no risk, no reward.
I'm ready to just go in and be an unapologetic badass.
One wrong gamble could cost them the game and $500,000.
I'm here so I can win All-Stars. I'm not even just here to win this season. I want to be the first two-time winner of Big Brother.
This summer, the house guests will be living in the BB Beach Club. The house is part Seaside Cabana and part Monte Carlo. Our house guests will feel like they're on a seaside vacation, just like our friends on Love Island, which premieres right after Big Brother.
Did Julie Shed Moonves just say we were friends?
She sure did. Also, did you see the villa warming gift she just sent? And as Julie just mentioned, we are back with an all-new season of Love Island in Hawaii, where everyone will be getting laid.
There's something about Hawaii and just a tropical island that puts you in the mood and gets you romantic.
It just creates an atmosphere where you want to fall in love and give someone a chance.
This summer, our islanders will find love and friendship at our new, beautiful oceanfront Hawaiian villa. We're gonna see betrayals and friendships. Hopefully we'll get some I love yous in there, and we're going to follow this all in real time.
I feel like I've just been kissing all the frogs and I'm ready to get my Prince Charming.
I'm tired of living that Playboy lifestyle. I want to meet my ride or die. I want to meet my Eve because I'm Adam.
Who will couple up? Who will find their new BFF? We're gonna find out. I cannot wait for this summer of Love Island to begin.
But first, Ariel, Big Brother.
Of course, Julie. Here's to expecting the unexpected.
And cheers to a great summer of Big Brother and Love Island.
The summer's not ready for me.
I want one of those water bottles. The live 90-minute premiere of Big Brother starts tonight at 7, followed by the 90-minute premiere of Love Island, right here on KOAM. Still to come on the KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
We've got just the thing to help keep you hydrated all summer long. Not only do they taste amazing, they're good for you too.
But first, Michael Hayslip joins us with your complete forecast.
Central and eastern portions of the 4 states staying pretty dry and absolutely pretty. Brett, engineering. Okay, it's gone. No bigs. I got my engineers here in the studio. Everything was under control right there as they're staring at me like Andy Pettit with their mouths agape. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Anyway, as I was saying, the central and eastern portion of the 4 states have been riddled with bugs on tower cameras and actually off to a nice warm start. That is not the case everywhere. The Skywatch Storm Tracker, where we are picking up thunderstorm activity in the western portion of southeast Kansas, now making its way just across the state line of the far northern part of southwest Missouri. Look at that good bout of rain right there in that Howard, Fredonia, Independence triangle. That is coming down at a real good clip. Not a whole lot of lightning, of course, right there where we're getting the heavier rain, but as we move up to the north, not much. Now, we are going to have some more generate behind it. Don't want you to think that's just a solo band that's going to roll through and then we'll be done with it. So we got an afternoon and evening of just essentially July showers. We're not looking at anything severe when it comes to hail, high wind, anything of that matter. And we've been able to back off a little bit of our flood warning. This actually made its way for the Osage River into Vernon County earlier this morning. So we were able to eliminate that one, but at the same point in time, we're still looking at about 4 to 5 feet above flood stage for the Osage River. Let's take a look at these temperatures. In Joplin, we sit at 85 degrees. Humidity is not going to bottom out too much after this because once again, that moisture is going to come in and present us with some rain. But where it is raining, let's go up to the far northwest there, Yates Center, Chanute, Iowa. After that rolls through, it really does make for a delightful afternoon as temperatures fall back in to the mid-70s. But yeah, where you're awaiting the rain, we're still looking at mid to high 80s. We've got 87 in Oswego, 84 in Carthage, and let's go 83 right now in Monette. Jet stream stays to just about the Canadian border. Little ridge there over portions of Wyoming, but for the most part remaining flat. So let's go talk about the national story weather-wise, and that of course is Tropical Storm Elsa, officially making landfall just about, say, hour and a half ago, and still moving to the north at 14 miles per hour. Give you an idea about what they call the storm surge here. So as this thing made its way into land, number one, of course, you've got the rain, but number two, when we go back and we talk about all those moving arrows, what that storm surge does is it grabs the water off one side of the coast, throws it around, and it comes back over here. So you not only have the tropical storm effects that roll through the first time, but then you've got a storm surge of anywhere from 3 to 5 feet along the the Florida Gulf Coast right there. So that's what they're going to be dealing with, and this thing is far from over. And this is interesting too. As it makes its way up the mid-Atlantic, back to a low-pressure system, certainly going to pose a whole lot of threats with rain and flooding. But then a chance to reemerge as a tropical storm after it gets back into the Atlantic, all the way close to New England. So we're going to be tracking that all the way through the end of the week. As far as our afternoon planner goes, let's talk about our spotty showers that we're looking at. Now, it's not going to be all night into Thursday morning. We'll actually have these kind of roll through here for the afternoon. About nighttime, though, say about sunset, 9 o'clock, we should be just about done. And it's really nice to be able to get that out of the way during the daylight hours, not have the threat of anything popping up overnight. Even though it's cooling us down a little bit as it rolls through today, that's not going to be the case on Thursday and Friday. We're going to heat right back up into the high 80s, 90 looking like the hottest day of the week. And speaking of Friday, Tanya, we're going to see a lot of Gulf moisture begin to move in on Friday. So that hot is also going to be humid, feel about like 94, 95. And as a result of that Gulf moisture kicking in, then when we get to Saturday and Sunday, chance for pretty good thunderstorm activity. That, however, will cool us down into the low 80s to begin next week.
About to ask about Friday, the humidity is going to make it feel a lot hotter than 90.
That humidity is going to be kicking in with that system coming on Saturday.
All right, be prepared. All right, thanks, Michael. We take this time to honor today's 4-state hero, Technician 4th Class Bernard Westoff in the U.S. Army. Soldier from Parsons, Kansas, joined the 787th Tank Battalion, Company A in 1943. He fought in France, Germany, and in Austria during World War II. To Bernard Westoff, we thank you, our 4-state hero. It doesn't get more refreshing than watermelon pops in the summer. Howard shows us his special addition to his fruity watermelon pops in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
This time of year, when the summer sun is blazing, I want to remind you that it's important to stay hydrated. It may sound obvious, but so many of us forget to drink that extra glass of water or eat foods that are high in water content. Now, the basic rule of thumb is that you should drink about 8 glasses of water a day, especially if you're outside. And if you're thinking, I can't drink all that water, then make sure you eat lots of fruits and veggies since they're packed with water. And for a cool way to stay hydrated, how about making some frozen fruit pops? No worries, they're easy. All we do is place chunks of watermelon in a blender or a food processor, along with a bit of water and a little sugar. After it's blended, we pour it into popsicle molds or into paper cups. To take these to another level, we can add some cut up fruit or fresh mint. Once they're frozen, they're ready to enjoy. Get ready for a cool and refreshing treat that'll help you stay hydrated on those hot summer days. To get the recipe for what we call fruity watermelon pops, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a cool and refreshing way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
I bet the kids would love those. You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Here's a look at our 4 state marketplaces.
Thunderstorm activity underway, rolling in from the western part of southeast Kansas. Are throwing down some lightning in that Independence, Fredonia, Howard triangle. Everything will move from west to east today. Not looking at anything severe. You even get a little cool down when it rains in your neck of the woods. And then we get ready for consecutive hot days there on Thursday and Friday.
All right, what do we have coming up tonight at 5?
Well, at 5, if you're shopping for a car, be prepared for sticker shock. Prices are at record levels. The main reason? A shortage of computer chips. We're going to take a look. Plus, local health departments see an increase for the need of contact tracing with the spread of the Delta variant. And we're going to check out the new dog park for the Joplin Bungalow residents. Hope you join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's all coming up today on KOAM News at 5.
All right, thank you, Dow. Thanks for joining us for KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5 o'clock.